Hey, what's up guys, Cross Comic here, and today I'm finally going to be reacting to the Spider-Man PS4 gameplay. There's going to be two clips. The one from right now we're going to be watching E3 2017. Then the next one is going to be the new web swinging / traveling system in the game. And one of the major problems I have with this is that it's only on PlayStation 4. Now, if they could somehow make it for like PlayStation 3, I would be happy. Because that's what they do with Persona 5. Because it's been delayed so many fucking times. But, yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. like, I do wish it was on Xbox and PC too. So all players across the platform of gaming could experience this amazing Spider-Man game. Like, the last good Spider-Man game we had was probably Edge of Time, and then those guys, Beanox, were forced to like make the Amazing Spider-Man games, which they weren't that good, but I liked them a lot. But anyway, let's watch some Spider-Man PS4. Only on PlayStation. Yeah, this is actually the first time I used the word reaction, because this is a genuine reaction. So you guys get to see what I feel. I watched both of these clips before, but I was so tired I didn't feel like recording. But now you guys get to see me record this.
All units, 1010S at 36 and Park. Repeat, all units be advised. Shots fired at Fisk Towers.
Now as we could hear, there's a weird noise. So as you guys could hear, that there's like a radio dispatch. Now I think it took like an approach that like the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man, like the films did. Like Peter has a police radio, so he knows when crime's going down. Now I think that's good, like better, and there's not like, oh, here's something you could do in your free time after you beat the story, or if you're just bored. Instead of it like being Ultimate Spider-Man, where you just swing around for a while and then you find a random crime. I didn't really like it that much, but that's one of my favorite Spider-Man games. So as you can see, Fisk construction. So apparently Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, is going to be in this game, which is cool. I actually like the Kingpin. My favorite incarnation of Kingpin is the one from Daredevil. I forgot his name, but I think he played a really good Kingpin. Now, I didn't know that Kingpin was ran a construction job. I really didn't know that, because I'm not invested in the lore of comics or anything. Wait. Okay, so here is the new Spider-Man suit. Now, what I could see is that it's a mix of all the 3 film incarnations of Spider-Man. Like, it has the suit of a mix between Civil War / Homecoming and the Amazing Spider-Man series, with basically a Venom or symbiote symbol on the front and a rainy version of it on the back, with the Homecoming and Civil War eyes. Now, I don't really like that much. Like Insomniac said that this was their version, and it's not like based off of any other story like Craven's Last Hunt or anything like that. But I think they could have designed it a little better, and they didn't like copy it from like other of the films. Like they just made their own. But yeah, it's they could do whatever they want. But I'm actually a big fan of this new suit. It's pretty cool.
Yuri, I'm here.
What do you see?
Find the rest. Boss wants them dead.
Alright, so here are the dragons, I think they're called. These are Mr. Negative's men. And I've always wanted to see Mr. Negative in a game. But in like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, there's like a bench he sat on. You know, just to prove they exist. You don't get to fight him, you just get to see a fucking bench he sat on. Which is fucking stupid. And then they had the Negative Zone from Spider-Man suit in the first Amazing Spider-Man game. And they doesn't mention Mr. Negative at all. There's just the suit. Oh, and they have this person named Yuri. And I think Yuri is the name of the person who plays the Spider-Man in this game. So it's basically Yuri talking to Yuri. And I don't know why they added this Yuri person as like a police, like a private investigator or something. So, like, I think they made a like in the Marvel comics, they made a mistake of killing off Jean the Wolf, so they had some random knockoff version of her or help Spider-Man.
Looks like the demons are moving in on Fisk's territory.
You got this?
I got this.
Now, what we could see here is that it looks like they killed the workers, or at least knocked them out. But why have a vibe of that they actually killed them? And now we're about to see some gameplay. I see here on the bottom right hand corner, it says the web strike takedown, and the range is pretty far. And we actually get to see some gameplay of it, like in like the 2016 trailer. I mean, you just have to guess if it's like a cutscene or gameplay, or scripted gameplay cutscene. So they brought back like the web zip thing from the Amazing games, and see Spider-Man's like a foot away from this demon, and the web strike takedown is still there. Now I don't know if they did that by mistake, but it's pretty weird that they just have that there. That was pretty good. I felt like they borrowed like the web wrap from like Spider-Man Noir in Shattered Dimensions in the takedown, but it's not like a web cocoon or anything. That looks like something from the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. By the way, I actually got to see Spider-Man Homecoming. It was fucking awesome. I loved it. But yeah, they borrowed this from Spider-Man Homecoming, but it works a little bit differently. Instead of it shooting out a web, it shoots a web to their back and it pulls them in. Now, Insomniac said that you could use that, and you could use it on 2 people as well, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of like the thing that Batman had in Arkham Origins, where you could aim it at 2 people and made like a line, and they both crash into each other. So that's kind of cool.
Fisk's men have fled through the building. Eliminate them.
Now this is actually kind of cool. It's a environmental takedown, and you could see more of this in like a new gameplay clip where they show like the new gadget and them pulling the environmental thing down. Now I don't know what they borrowed this from.
Should've worn a helmet.
So you could kind of see this from the 2016 gameplay trailer. Well, not really gameplay trailer, but just a regular trailer. And it's basically the same thing, but they just removed the hub.
You got what you came for. You don't need to kill us, too. Fisk's territory is ours now. Not today.
Okay, here's some QuickTime events. Now, I swear there's like 5 QuickTime events in this trailer. Now, I hope like there's some QuickTime events that actually matter. Like it's like near the end of this trailer. But what I'm saying is that if there are QuickTime events, they should actually matter. Like there's a fucking helicopter fall. I mean, no, not that. But say like a villain, like let's just say Venom, for example. He like throws a car up in the air and there's someone in it. Now what they could do is that Spider-Man pulls them out and throws them and then makes like a little web catcher thing, and they get stuck to it, and then and I won't go to detail on that, but what he does is that he makes like a little web fuck, I don't know what to call it, but he connects like two webs to like buildings and stuff like that.
Spider-Man!
Right now, here's where we can see some combat, which I kind of like, and I really like that QuickTime event. It was pretty cool.
Tell the boss is here!
Here's what I like. So, you know how they're like turning red, and instead of Spider-Man doing a counter, he dodges it. So it's not like Arkham. It's not like the Arkham games, which I find kind of weird. And there's like some blue things that hover above the enemies. It makes me wonder why the fuck does Batman have spider sense? Here's what's cool. It's a cool finisher. And he made the guy punch himself in the face and he got knocked out. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's actually kind of cool also. He like tied him up with his web, then he kicked him up in the air and to the wall, and he's stuck there. That's cool.
Hey, Willie. You. Nice jumpsuit. Slimming.
Stay out of my business.
Wait, the demons. Who's their leader?
Keep my men alive and maybe I'll tell you.
Saving bad guys from other bad guys. Not how I thought today would go.
Oh, that was actually pretty cool. Like, I like how they, like Insomniac, thought of using the environment to your advantage and knocked 3 of those guys out. That's pretty cool. That's weird. Like, apparently you could throw people off a building and you could let them fall, but Insomniac said that they won't die and they were going to be saved, but they won't tell us how. Now, at the end of this part, Miles Morales shows up, you know, Spider-Man. Well, the person that takes on the Spider-Man mantle after Peter dies. Now, what I think is that they could team up, and there's going to be a DLC where you could play as Miles, but not just have the Miles suit, but you could actually like play as Miles, which would be cool. And what I think is that they're gonna keep it so secret until you actually find out, is that when you kick people off the building, Miles swings in as Spider-Man, or Spider-Boy, or Spider-Kid. I'm just gonna call him another Spider-Man. But he swings in as Spider-Man and saves them. And he criticizes you on saying, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're trying to kill people or something. Here's like a brute. Now, well, it's not like from any other game, like in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like there's just a random brute. This one's different. That's one of my favorite finishers in this whole trailer.
Fisk, your men are safe. Your turn. Who runs the demons?
You're about to find out. Check the roof.
She's here?
Why do the webs look so good? It's like their entire budget just went into how the webs would look. Well, at least like 50% of it would go into how the webs look, because they look damn fine. Okay, that was a cool QuickTime event, but I don't think it was really necessary, either. Like, I know I want it to, like, matter. Well, actually, I take it back. That was a good QTE, though. And now here's the swinging, which is actually pretty cool. it looks kind of slow. I don't know if when it actually releases and and the game forces you to like be slower and you're not like going super fucking fast, or you have to manually make it slow or something like that.
Helicopter with a wrecking ball?
But apparently, this guy that was playing the game was forced to make it slower so the helicopter could actually be in view.
It's complicated. Turns out Martin Lee is running the demons.
The guy who runs the homeless shelter?
Like I said, complicated. Sit tight, Yuri. I got this.
No. Spider-Man sounds a little bit older. Now apparently he in this game he's more experienced, so he's like 23 in this game and he's like a professor. So I find that kind of cool. So as you could see there, when he was running along the building, he used his web shooter and he went over here. Now this could be a problem if you look at it. Now say you weren't on this mission and you're like running on that building and you just wanted to like fall, but instead you used a web and then it made you go over here. Now that would be kind of a problem, but yeah, you could just fix that by jumping or something.
That helicopter is destroying the city.
I know.
You need to bring it down.
I know.
Maybe you could superhero a little faster?
Working on it, Yuri. Too close.
Right, here's something. So when this fucking generator is chasing after him like it's fucking Indiana Jones, you could see something wrong. Now I'm just gonna let you guess for 3 seconds. Alright, time's up. So the eyes, that's basically what's wrong. Like the lenses, they extend outside like the black lens. Like the black lens should be the barrier, but it like stretches out like it's a fucking cartoon. Now hopefully they would fix this. Now here's what I was talking about with the QTEs, and they have to matter. This does not matter. The only thing that affects it is that they might get away or something. But other than that, even if you miss it, the only thing Spider-Man could do is just like run and jump down there.
Okay, Lee, here I come.
Okay, so here's the parkour scene like we saw in the 2016 coffee shop trailer. Now, I find this kind of pointless. I mean, yeah, it looks cool, and you can make it like a background or something. But I don't find it really that effective unless you're just trying to make yourself look cool by doing this. But yeah, I just find it really pointless. but when it actually matters, like you have to get somewhere faster, then that's when I think that this little parkour scene matters.
Hi, is this the flight to Newark?
Now I like that little save, so he actually like cares about other people, and he's not just gonna let people die like you could do in like other Spider-Man games. Like there's like a bad guy on a rooftop and you like throw him off, and apparently they're like knocked out or something. but no, they're fucking dead. It's kind of like in the Arkham Origins. There's like a glitch where you could pull off police officers and they fall to their death, but it just says they're knocked out, which is complete bullshit.
Why are you doing this? Because no one else will!
Now here's something weird. They actually borrowed this from X-Men Origins. So, I think I'll count this as an Easter egg or something. Oh, not really. But it'll give you like a nostalgic feel to when you play the fucking X-Men Origins. And this basically happens there. Now that was interesting, like he fell and then he had to reattach himself to the helicopter. I don't know if he failed that quick time event or not. Well, we'll have to see.
Wait, this is crazy! This isn't you! You don't know me! Good plan. Plan real fast. Yes, this is the plan!
Here's something weird that Insomniac should fix. So there's this giant ass helicopter propeller rolling down the street, and as you can see to the left, those two guys in the red shirts, they're not even fucking caring, which is weird. But in like another trailer, the Spider-Man is like catching a car so it doesn't hit anyone. No, that person better fucking care, or I'm gonna drop that car on them and say, hope you care now, fucker. Because I'm not gonna take someone and you basically saved their life and they're been brainwashed by fucking J. Jonah Jameson's and they're like, fuck off, you spider cunt. Because I'm just gonna drop that car on you.
Come on, Pete, you got this! You got this, you got this, you got this!
See, like that. Like those people ducked when that propeller was gonna fucking decapitate them. And even here, these people react when this giant ass broken propeller crashes into a building. Please don't screw this up! See, this is something that should matter. So you're like, oh shit, if I don't stop this helicopter, at least 5 people are going to get hurt or are going to die. But here's something interesting. Now, I think they took this scene from a trailer of the first Spider-Man Raimi film, where in the trailer, Spider-Man is stopping a helicopter from falling onto some random civilians, and he catches the helicopter between two iconic buildings. As you could also know, the Twin Towers. Now, as you could imagine, they took it down because the electric antenna on one of the buildings are incredibly inaccurate. Now that was a fucking joke, I'm sorry for the other people, but seriously, come on, it happened 16 years ago. We should get over it by now. Like the Titanic, you can make jokes about that, but some people still get offended even though that shit happened over 100 years ago. So it's fucking stupid. Okay, it's so obvious why this scene was included, is so you could make it a backdrop on Twitter. But here's the thing. If you're gonna fucking tell me this shot right here is better than the shot where Spider-Man was on the wall shooting a web from his web shooter, is better than that one, there's something wrong with you. Because it actually shows like they actually show attention to detail. Like you could see the web actually coming out of the web shooter. Seriously, look at these webs though. Doesn't it look like 50 or 75% of their budget went into what the webs look like?
Mr. Lee?
Hey, hold the fuck up. Where did that other demon go? You know, the guy that was controlling the helicopter? Where the fuck did he go? Details. They are important. Oh, yes. He's fully turning into Mr. Negative now. This is cool. Alright, so here's the official name. Marvel's Spider-Man. Instead of Spider-Man PS4. Nope, this is no relation to the new cartoon that's coming out. It's just Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 in parentheses. Coming in 2018. Now, in one of the trailers, there's actually, it says Spring Street. So maybe it's gonna come out in the spring of 2018, unless it doesn't get delayed. So, Insomniac, PS4, Marvel, and more.
It's over. Come on, dude, let's go.
So, that was another schoolmate of, Miles. Now, what I said before, he could be DLC, or what I said before in the saving part, he could become Spider-Man and save bad guys from falling off rooftops.
Miles!
So now, we're gonna watch the part of the new web swinging from the Insomniac games. Oh god. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, he could swing a little bit faster, but let's move back a little bit. Now as you could see there, when Spider-Man was passing through this building, you could see like in Spider-Man 2, who it like wraps around the building. Now, I don't know if people actually cared because they were distracted about how bad the game was. So in Spider-Man 3 for the PlayStation 2 or the Wii, you could actually do that too. So I find that kind of fascinating. Like people were just brainwashed about how bad the game was that they didn't actually focus on like the web swinging. Like it actually wrapped around the building too. So that's cool. So now as we could see here, so Spider-Man was running up some random building in the New York, and Insomniac said that the New York map was going to be huge, which is going to be awesome. Now as you can see there, he was running up a random building in New York, and he pressed X, and he made a web line, and he jumped off of that. And now he's swinging again. Wait, listen to the music. Okay, so just so I don't get copyrighted by Marvel, that's actually the Sam Raimi Spider-Man theme. Please don't copyright this, Marvel. I'm begging you. Please don't. So that's the new gameplay trailer. So that's basically it. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like And if you want to join the Comic Crew clan, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you know every time I upload a new video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.